filmed an amazing cut of this video and then realized I had it on photo. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday afternoon. I'm excited to bring you some information that I think probably applies to a lot of us, but we don't realize it. So in the business world, I wear a lot of hats. Above all else in my life, I'm a Christian. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a youth pastor. Okay. I work with all of these things first and foremost. Well, then I'm a business consultant and a freelancer, a TikToker, a YouTuber, a podcaster. I have books that I've written, so I'm an author. And then I have 2 other businesses that are rooted in sales. This type of multiple sources of income is attributed to what I call a multi-passionate entrepreneur. Now, multi-passionate entrepreneurs are pretty common, but we don't always admit to being them, right? These people tend to have multiple sources of income from different types of businesses. They tend to have different creative ventures. These are people who, let's talk creatively. Maybe they paint and they play the saxophone and they do theater, or they paint cars, or they own a bakery, right? They have multiple things going on all at the same time. Now, society many times will see those people as being unfocused, and that's not really it at all. It's that we are master multitaskers, right? I have always been one to thrive with having multiple things going on at the same time. And so setting my business up like this has really been beneficial to me. There are benefits and there are great parts about being a multi-passionate entrepreneur, and we're going to talk about these individually. Number one is that we tend to be high energy, and that's very, very true. If you've ever watched any of my videos, for the most part, except for my rants, I tend to be very high energy. I tend to be very focused, but have a lot of energy, which you'll always see. I'm typically talking with my hands like this because that's what I do. I try and keep it below the screen so you don't always see it, right? But we tend to be this high energy, which is actually beneficial because we're able to take this high energy and apply it to our businesses in models like being on social media, being active on LinkedIn, having 5 different projects going at once. That's a struggling situation if you don't have a lot of energy. The second thing that is great about being a multi-passionate is we tend to have what's called a high happiness quotient. The typical person, let's say they have a meeting at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and that goes badly. Most people, that meeting will affect for the rest of the day. People who are like me, who tend to be this multi-passionate people, we tend to have things scheduled. So if I have a bad meeting at 1 o'clock, I don't have a long time to allow that to sit on me because I have another meeting at 3 o'clock with one of my favorite clients, or I have another meeting at 3 o'clock with someone that wants to start a business and they're brand new. But I have other things to look forward to versus just sitting on things that hurt me, right? People who are in this type of mentality space, we tend to be built for a hustle. And that means we are up for a challenge. We are ready to go. We want to see the opportunity. We see a problem. We create the solution. We monetize it. We follow that business model repetitively over and over again. Okay? Those are like the great things about being a multi-passionate person and a multi-passionate entrepreneur. So let's look at the other side. Many times people see multi-passionate people as being unfocused or confused and not able to pinpoint what they want to do. And that's not really it. That's not really it at all. It's just that we're interested or passionate about more than one thing. I have high passions for my faith, for my family, for writing books, for helping people, for my Amazon business. Those are all high passions of myself. So I enjoy sharing those with people. But they're all very, very different. You know, I also enjoy having a clean house, but I don't feel the want or the passion about it to share that with my subscribers or my followers. So it's not a high passion for me. It's just an enjoyment, okay? Oftentimes, the worst part about being multi-passionate or interested in a lot of fields is that your resume looks like a hot mess. If I gave my resume to someone, it would at least have to be 3 pages long, and they would have no idea who I really was based off what they're looking at. On that same note, when people say, Samantha, what do you do for a living? I really don't want to tell them because it's a mouthful and it can cause problems. I'll get to that at the end of the video. The other issue is people who are multi-passionate like me tend to have what is called a lack of tribe. Most of us, our tribe, most women specifically, our tribe is people who share interest with us. You know, maybe you're super interested in music or you're passionate about music and your tribe is interested in music as well, or art, cars, whatever your tribe is about. And it's hard when you have so many different interests to have a very close-knit group of friends because 9 times out of 10, they can't keep up with you. And that's nothing on them. It's on me because I need to have multiple things going at one time. I struggle with just having one project on my desk. I need to have multiple things that keep me busy or else I start to struggle. And that's just part of being multi-passionate like this. I do have some tips though, and these are things that have helped me over the years to fix myself when I was failing, and advice that I have offered that has helped other people find success. So the first one is, if you're multi-passionate, you have to find one topic and learn it at a time. One business and learn it at a time. You can't move on to something else if you're skipping around too fast. So if you have 3 businesses you want to open, that's great. But you have to start with one and master it. And then add the second one. And when you're comfortable and you have 1 and 2 down 100%, they are successful, then you add the third one. If you add things too quickly and you don't master them, then you are going to fail. You have to master. And that's the difference between just job hopping and being multi-passionate. You want to be successful in everything that you do. Now, when you focus on things, you have to focus with intention. I'm going to focus on this meeting because I need it to go well. That's the intention. I'm going to focus on presenting this project because I need it to go well. I need the customer to like it. I need the company to invest in it. You have to focus with intention. Embrace it is my last tip. It is who you are if you are multi-passionate. It is part of your personality, and you just have to embrace it and go with it. That's easier said than done sometimes. Because at the end of the day, multi-passionate people and multi-passionate entrepreneurs are extremely intimidating. And it's not that we mean to. That's not it at all. It just happens because people see how many things we're handling at once. And it's intimidating. It can be scary. And that's why I don't like giving it one mouthful of everything that I do in a day. It terrifies people. I may have 14 meetings in a day. Let's pair all of those with multiple presentations, meeting notes, meetings with my assistants, having to run my own payroll for the company, having to manage these 3 new contracts that have to come in, making sure content was created for all the social media platforms. Have I updated LinkedIn today? Have I done a YouTube video? I said I would. How many TikTok videos have I done? Have I responded to all my Facebook messages or comments? Have I gone back to my groups where I'm helping people find jobs? Have I answered those? Have I posted enough jobs in there today? Then let's pair it. We got to keep going because I'm also a mom. The kid got to school after she had breakfast. Go pick her up, bring her home. Does she have tutoring today? Does she have music lessons today? I haven't done laundry in a week. I don't have any clean towels. Let's cook dinner. While I'm cooking dinner, we're going to schedule this next meeting with a new client. This is my life. And you have to find a way to embrace it. Now, the way that I do that is I schedule everything. And I'm telling you that my calendar on Google has what time I get up, what time I shower, what time I have lunch, the time to go pick up my kid, the days that she has lessons. It has shopping for Christmas. It has the time for me to go get my Christmas tree. The only day that I don't schedule is Sunday. And by doing this, it helps me to stay focused and complete the task and the list that I need to get done. And it helps me as a multi-passionate entrepreneur to be able to make sure that, next week I know on Monday I need to get this, and this done. I put it in my calendar and I schedule time for it. And then I also know that clients aren't going to book those times with me because they can see that it's already filled. And that's what's worked for me. If you are a multi-passionate person or a multi-passionate entrepreneur, I want to hear from you. What are your tricks and tips to surviving a day, a week, a year, being multi-passionate? Do you put one to the side while you work on others, or do you work on them all at the same time? Until next time, remember 3 things. Number 1, you are worth the time that it takes to change your life. Number 2, your life is worth the effort that it will take to change it. And number 3, realize that you are loved. Until next time, guys. Bye.